You know, they say never eat anything larger than your head. But when ice cream's involved, all bets are pretty much off.
And that's because just a quarry stone's throw east of Port Austin is a little town where ice cream reigns supreme. The Grindstone General Store is located, strangely enough, in the historic town of Grindstone City. Now, years ago, this tiny town was home to a quarry that produced some of the biggest grindstones in the world. Now it's home to a store that scoops up colossal cones filled with heaping helvins of head-freezing fun. Yep, the scoops they serve here are something to behold. Well, I guess word got out that my sweet tooth was in town, because when we pulled up, we were greeted by tons of the nicest ice cream-eating folks you'll find anywhere. Heck, they were even sweeter than the ice cream. Now, Brian Franson is the Scoop Master General who distributes such sensational servings, and his generosity is second only to his love for this great tiny town.
You know, you got one heck of a great thing going here.
It's a phenomenon, it really is. There's been 7 of us that have owned the general store in 130 years, and each owner brings something to the store.
Yeah.
And it's really the people. We get customers that'll come in. They were brought here by their parents. Those people were brought by their grandparents. I mean, it's just generational.
Well, speaking of going back generations, I mean, this town originally was a huge quarry, wasn't it? They did grindstones here?
Well, long story, but Captain Pier was a ship's captain, and he had a storm and anchored in the Grindstone harbor. And he had no way to make tools to repair his ship. So he came on land and found this stone hard enough to form a tool. And he repaired his ship, sailed away, and a few years after that, came back and bought 400 acres and started mining the grindstone.
This is just my way of tricking you into explaining to me what a grindstone was, so thank you very much. Yeah, but you're right. Your place really is a phenomenon here. People come from pretty far, don't they?
We have people that come. We had actually had a family that when they saw that you guys were coming, they live in Ohio, and they watch you on PBS Toledo. And he says, I just made reservations at the Beachcomber Hotel in Port Austin for Thursday and Friday so I can come up for the event.
That's amazing. Well,
so they drove up Ohio for an ice cream and to be here.
We're doing good work, aren't we?
You're doing excellent work.
I know you too, I mean. Okay, now getting back to the size of the cones here, what inspired you to make the most ginormous cones on the planet? I mean, Eric brought his family here, and that's all he talked about for a month.
Actually, that was my predecessors. Trudy Perdue was the owner in 1950. She started out making a larger size cone. There was no other draw in Grindstone City after the quarry ceased to exist. So she started doing larger scoops to draw people to come in. And it went from owner to owner.
Because when we first got here, I read on the internet and I heard that they were large, but when we got here, I was shocked when I saw people coming out the door. I'm like, are you gonna eat all that?
Yes, and they do.
But it's ice cream.
Everybody loves ice cream.
Well, enough talking to a grown-up about these tremendously tall, taste-tempting treats. Time for Tom to converse with some kids.
You scream, I scream, we all scream for
ice cream!
Okay, Eric, buy them ice cream. I understand you don't like ice cream. Is that true?
Yes.
What do you like?
Popcorn.
Well, popcorn. All right, you gotta give them that much. You know, they say never eat anything bigger than your head. Did you have an ice cream cone today?
Yes.
Was it bigger than your head?
Yes.
Where's your mother? I want to talk to her. Mom? Oh, it's not her fault. She couldn't help it. Hers was probably pretty big, too. So what's your favorite flavor?
Blue Moon.
Blimmin'? What's blimmin'?
Blue Moon!
Oh, Blue Moon. What's your favorite flavor? You don't have a favorite? You like all ice cream? Really?
Yes.
Do you like chicken flavor?
No.
No?
There's no such thing as chicken flavor.
Chunky barbecue?
No. There's no such thing as chunky barbecue.
Noodles and cheese?
Yes.
Do they have noodles and cheese here? I hate to interrupt you, sir, but I know, is your favorite flavor, let me guess, Blue Moon?
No.
Would somebody get this guy some ice cream? I feel bad. I knelt down because you're shorter than me, and then you knelt down, and now I have to sit down. Now what are you gonna do? Darn it. So I understand you had your very first ice cream ever when you were 11 months old here.
Yes.
Do you remember what flavor it was?
Black cherry?
You remember that too? Can you balance my checkbook? You know, they should serve an ice cream that's the same color as your shirt. What would they call it?
I don't know.
That's a great name.
So if you're ever near the tip of Michigan's thumb, stop by the Grindstone General Store in Grindstone City, because they've got an epic case of brain freeze waiting for you.
But don't worry, it'll eventually thaw out. Oh. Oh, not again! No! Oh! Oh!